to the sidelines. Has a man wide open. It's tipped. It's picked off. MJ Devonshire. Got space. He's going to take it to the end zone. Pittsburgh takes the lead.
He loves those moments. It reminds me of last year in the Garden against St. John's. And guys just stepped up. Blake hits a what the hell 3. You know, we're like, what are you doing? And he's done that all year.
Klicka out to Bizzario. It's over. The Pitt Panthers have upset Wisconsin. Anybody if he hits his field goal. Up and got it. Sauls does it again.
Didn't make it through.
Nah. It was just I couldn't make it happen for Stanford.
It was a nothing burger game. It was okay. Well, we played kind of a bad game on the road, and yeah, we won. Okay.
I mean, Miami struggled with Stanford in the first half, so maybe Stanford's just we'll have to run the analytics, but maybe they're just a really good first half team.
Well, no, it's like Miami struggled with them like in the first half, and then we struggled with them in like the fourth quarter. So it's just that Stanford's a good team. It's just that they play their good quarters in different games.
They sprinkle it around.
Yeah. Stanford's a sprinkle team. They've got they're sprinkling, brother. They're tinkling.
Oh.
Oh. Fuck it, everyone. What's up? Welcome back to Sample 5 Podcast. I'm your host, Zack Mason. I'm joined by my co-host, Mason Kling. It's just us two tonight, so if you wanted in, too bad. Mason, how we doing tonight?
Doing well. Honestly, kind of disappointed we're going into a bye week this time. I think the last time we had a bye week, we were all ready for a break. Now it's a good feeling going into a week.
It's one of those bye weeks where I've been thinking about the next game for like the past 5 days already. And I've got 10 more days to go as we talk about this for Notre Dame after the bye. This is going to be a tough bye.
Yeah.
Especially because sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say especially because we are finally ranked in the first iteration of the playoff committee's top 25. So it is cool we get to sit with the 24 by our name this week, and hopefully a couple teams in front of us lose so we can keep that.
Yeah, so I guess do you want to start there with the inaugural CFP rankings here?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so I think that I don't know if you haven't pulled up in front of you, but in terms of what teams were ranked, I think it was honestly pretty fair in how it went about it. With a couple major exceptions. Honestly, I don't know about you. I was surprised to be ranked. That was like a nice surprise for me. Like, I think I got out of the gym and I was like, oh, it's ranked.
Yeah, no, I didn't expect it to. Considering we've only been getting a little bit of love in the AP, but it feels good because everybody knows the committee is the real deal here. So yeah, it was cool.
I'm gonna take issue with one team here. That's Tennessee. Tennessee should not be ranked. They have 3 losses, no good wins, and they're only. Let's see, who does Tennessee play this weekend? Because I think that will give us our answer as to why they're ranked.
Bama.
They didn't play anybody good. They have New Mexico State, Florida, and Vanderbilt left. They're sitting there so that the SEC can have a ranked win at the end of the year when Tennessee's not that good.
Yeah. You know what else these rankings made me think about from a Pitt perspective is simply not choking that West Virginia game away. I'll even give us the loss to Louisville. And 8-1 Pittsburgh Panthers with a loss to number 15 Louisville. is probably in the top 12, right?
I don't honestly top 12. I don't know because the other thing I want to talk about is that they're kind of really disrespecting the ACC in these rankings. The highest team is at 14 with Virginia. They have, like
Yeah.
you said, 15 Louisville, 17 Georgia Tech, 18 Miami, and then obviously 24 Pittsburgh. Like from the way these first rankings are shaken out and how the end of the season is going, we're kind of a one bid league. Like the way I see everything shaken out.
Unfortunately, I think you're right.
Well, I mean, if all goes to plan, Notre Dame drops out. Oregon, possibly fake demons. Don't know why they're ninth when they have really they sneaky have no good wins either. I mean, granted, with Oregon, we're going to find out because they lost to Indiana. I think their next best win would be like Northwestern because like Penn State doesn't matter anymore, right? But they
Yeah.
finished with like Iowa, USC, and Washington on the schedule. So like we'll find out. Like if they deserve it, they'll make it. But
Yeah.
Oregon could be a team that drops. I don't. BYU and Texas Tech at 7 and 8 is interesting to me. Texas at 11 is disgusting. That's horrible.
They play each other this week, right? BYU and Texas Tech.
I do believe they play each other this week. Yeah,
That's going to be a very fun matchup.
sneaky. I don't even know if that's an elimination game yet because they could probably. If Texas Tech wins, they'll probably play each other again in the title game. But I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about it's a little early for an elimination game that high on the list, but it's definitely whoever wins coming out of that, their odds to make the playoff are going to go way up.
I think if Texas Tech loses, they might be like outside looking in at that point with
Yeah,
two
two
conference
losses.
losses.
Yeah.
One other thing I want to talk about in these rankings: Notre Dame 10, Miami 18. Even though Miami has the head-to-head, they have the same record. How do you feel about that one?
It's I realize why the committee did it, right? Because I think if those teams played on a neutral site right now, Notre Dame's probably the favorite, right?
Sure.
But it is going to be interesting if they're both kind of on the bubble come when we take care of business a week from now, and Notre Dame has an additional loss. Miami might not make the playoff. They're both going to kind of be there, and they have the head to head. And Miami is 8 spots lower than them right now, despite beating them. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know how much I like that. It's strange. I don't love giving every other team a head-to-head like check. Like if you think about it, Bama's over Georgia, Georgia's over Ole Miss. That's 4, 5, 6, right? Not a lot of separation between those teams except that they beat each other. Who else? It was like Utah's behind Texas Tech. They dropped Cincinnati out. I totally forgot about that. But, Washington's behind Michigan head to head. That's the only head to head exception. I don't know. It's a strange one to me. Either way, let's get into the game we're here to talk about. Unless you have anything else on the playoff rankings, I don't know. It's fine. It doesn't matter till the end, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'm happy to be here. Happy to be in the rankings.
We love little numbers. What was the ranking that killed us last year? It was both. It was a ranking that both football and basketball had, and they had those terrible losses to SMU and Mississippi State.
I think it's 17.
I don't know if it was 17 or 18. I'm trying to. It was 18. It was
Okay.
18. So we need to avoid being number 18 again. That is key to success.
Well, that's fine. We'll I assume stay kind of neutral this week. Maybe
Mhm.
move up a spot. I would think a win over 10th ranked Notre Dame would. I would think that would get us to jump higher than 18, but I guess it depends on some other games around the league.
It does depend. We'll get to both big games on the bye week and results to look out for, especially for the path to the ACC title, after we quickly recap the game at Stanford. We kind of got to. We called it the Stanford Sprinkle Tinklers. They won 35-20 on the first ever West Coast game for Pat Narduzzi. Mason, you coined the West Coast Dues Cruise. It was not a complete game from the offense. The defense basically shut them out, even though they basically gifted Stanford 10 points in the first quarter for some pretty bad cornerback play from Rashad Battle. But the offense put up 35 and then kind of put it in park. They could have scored like 56 if they wanted, right? 56, doing the math right.
Yeah.
They had 3 red zone turnovers in the fourth quarter. I don't even really know what to take away from this game. They dealt with a bad team. They had 3 picks, one of which was a pick 6 for Sean Lee. The red zone turnovers were bad. Hoping they got the bozo brain out of the way. But other than that, it's all right. They had 3 picks themselves. Shout out to Kyle Lewis, came back from injury, and Javon McIntyre, who had the other 2 picks. 5 sacks. I don't know. It was fine.
Yeah. I mean, this felt like a big time trap game, right? Did we look great? No. Did we survive the trap game? Yeah. So that's really all you can ask for. I mean, definitely some stuff to clean up. I think this is a great win to go into the bye week on, because there's plenty of. It's not like you're coming off like a pumping where you're feeling so good about yourself. Like, I'm sure Deuce is going to be on them. Plenty of film to watch about this game still.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, those turnovers, combo of bad play calling on some of them. There was that one where Mason throws over the middle, just misses a safety. I will say, I'm harping on that. Outside the fourth quarter, Mason had a great day. He was 21 of. Sorry, they split it up weird here. They have him as two different guys. That's weird. He was 23 of 38 for just under 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. Ja'Kirian Turner had 22 carries for 125 yards, good for 5.6 yards per play. Kenny Johnson is kind of becoming the big receiver we'd all hoped he would be, with 4 catches for 71 yards and a touchdown. Mentioned the defense, mentioned Sean Lee, by the way, another freshman showing out. Like you said, a lot of film to watch on this game, but you also have to remember this is a team that was without Rasheem Biles as well as Des Reed. That's why Turner had 22 carries in this game. I think that the key right now is you were down a couple of really important players in this game, especially Des Reed, Rasheem Biles, who's your number 2 linebacker. Even though you had Kyle Lewis back, Cam Lindsey's playing great, but you need to get those guys healthy for Notre Dame. So even though we're sad about having a bye week, it's a good time to have a bye week to get these guys healthy, is what I will say.
Agreed. Hey, we won the time of possession again too. It was by 60 seconds, but we won it. So we're still winning games when we win time of possession.
That's actually awesome. I love that we won it by a full minute.
30 minutes, 30 seconds to 29 minutes and 30 seconds.
Warms my heart, man. I want to say that they were missing Cruz Brokens in this game too. I don't know. Either way, they're getting healthy. It was nice to have 5 sacks. It was a fine game. Stanford scores with like seconds left on the clock to make this look closer than it was. It was 35-13 for basically the entire second half.
Yeah, I never felt like, even with the mistakes and stuff, we were in control the whole time. I was hoping they would run away with it a little bit more so I could stop following the game cast on my phone, because I'm a YouTube TV user. So this was a game I couldn't watch live. And yeah.
Yeah, we should take some time here to say, fuck Disney. Give us back our channel. Stop holding YouTube TV hostage.
Yeah. Yeah,
so I can watch this game.
And not having ACC Network, like, it sucks. I want to watch these games so bad, and I will illegally stream them, but like, I'm not bending the knee and getting the Disney bundle. I won't do it. That would look like a loss to me.
as an act of principle, as standing up for yourself, the consumer, you should not buy the ESPN app. You should not buy the Hulu Live TV packs because that's owned by Disney, who owns ESPN. We say to our friends at YouTube TV, do not bend the knee. Do not just don't increase my price for YouTube TV because I like YouTube TV.
Yeah, dude, it sucks. You don't realize how great the multi-view is and being able to just flip back and forth the games when you don't have it.
It was I still had the multi-view up, but I had like CBS, NBC, CBS Sports Network, and like Fox Sports One. It was a weird experience, especially when I like woke up from a nap because like the noon slate like just wasn't catching my interest, and horse racing was on the NBC box, and I was like, you know what? I'll keep the horse racing on.
Yeah. Time to load some funds into DK Horse.
Isn't it a Maryland Jockey Club here, or is that only for whatever?
I think that's like the in-person wagering, maybe.
I I don't know. We took a year off from Preakness, so I've already forgotten everything about horse racing in Maryland.
Yeah.
We'll be back. Real quick, I'll be honest, man, because of the YouTube TV thing, and then I had to go to a wedding. I didn't really watch a ton of games last week. Gonna do a quick drive-by here. Stop me if you want to talk about any of these.
All right.
UNC gets their first Power 5 win under Bill Belichick against Syracuse, who is starting a lacrosse player at quarterback, if I remember the headlines correctly. 27-10. Ohio State whoops up Penn State 38-14. Point and laugh. Heisman Pavia campaign has died. Texas beats them 34-31 at home. So playoff Vanderbilt has probably lost its steam here. I can't believe Miami's done this again. This is a game we're going to stop and talk about. They lost to SMU 26-20 in overtime with, you guessed it, the worst Carson Beck interception of all time.
Yeah, and then an even worse post-game interview where he threw his coaches under the bus.
It seems like things are going great in Miami and that this team won't explode on itself and then quit like every other Mario Cristobal team.
Dude,
Surely that won't happen.
They did such a good magic act this year. Like, they tricked me. I was like, holy shit, Miami's the real deal. And then they just did Miami stuff.
They got me too. I'm like, wow, Miami's a team to beat in the ACC. And we have to remember, we have to like set an alarm on our phones and say, hey, remind me in August 2026 that if Mario Cristobal is still the head coach of the Miami Hurricanes, they're going to fuck it up.
Set a reminder then. And then send another reminder like November 1st that, okay, it's time to start fading Miami.
We lost our hating ways, Mason. We knew that Mario Cristobal can't do it, and we lost ourselves in the sight of I don't know, Carson Beck, who doesn't have a UCL.
Yeah.
Another funny result in the ACC: Duke beats Clemson 46-45. Dabo insinuated in a press conference this week that the referees were betting on the game, and that's why Clemson lost. Dabo, I'm just going to say this. I just think you shouldn't give up 46 points to another team.
Yeah. That's hilarious. I got to go find that clip because I'm sure he's fired up talking about it too.
I'll go try and find it for you. Also, you spoke about West Virginia losing to them. They just got a quality win. They beat Houston on the road 45-35, improving our resume now. I think Houston turned the ball over like 4 times in this game, but look at them. Mountaineers getting a win with their new quarterback. They got a new guy as well.
Yeah, they looked good. I just felt like a game that Houston was going to blow them out. Good for the Mountaineers.
Yeah, it feels like Houston was kind of riding by in the seat of their pants, and they just got pantsed by West Virginia. They were up for this game, and Houston was just playing sloppy, and that's all that happens, man. I think they had like a defensive touchdown for West Virginia as well, along with all the turnovers from Houston. Yeah, good win for them. We're treating them with like, oh, good job, guys. I have no thoughts on Indiana killing Maryland or Georgia getting away with it again. It feels like, in a way, Georgia and Virginia are the same team to me because they just keep getting away with it. They both just win these games that they're about to lose, and then they don't. Georgia 24-20 over Florida, UVA 31-21 over Cal with like a late scoop and score touchdown to make it a 10-point game.
Yeah, I was going to say that one was a lot closer than the box score makes it look.
I don't know if they're like a TCU horseshoe shoved up their ass team or it's gonna get them at some point. I don't know what's going on with them. In my heart, I'm like, they're gonna fuck it up at some point, but they haven't fucked it up yet.
Credit to them. Haven't fucked up.
It's hard to not fuck up. Okay. We talked about some playoff elimination games last week. The winners of those are Oklahoma over Tennessee, USC over Nebraska. Utah whooped on Cincinnati, kind of might have knocked them out because I don't think they're in the CFP rankings, but Tennessee and Nebraska, you have been killed. And then the last one I want to talk about from last week here. Well, also congrats, Mike Norvell, on your first ACC win in over a year, 42-7 over Wake Forest. NC State 48, Georgia Tech 36 on the road. Huh.
Yeah. Yeah. An NC State team that did not look very good when Pitt played them 2 weeks ago. When we go? Yeah, 2 weeks ago. That one was bizarre.
It's that Georgia Tech defense might be suspect. Cause like CJ Bailey is a good quarterback, but oh my god, they just could not stop anything. God, CJ Bailey had was 24 of 33 for like 330, 2 touchdowns, only 1 sack. They had a running back who wasn't the good one who broke that long run against us, go 23 carries for 165 yards. And Haynes King did all he could, but it was just the Georgia Tech defense refused to stop anybody.
I actually I was watching this game live at the bar, and I just kept betting on Georgia Tech because they honestly looked fine on offense. Like I was like, all right, come on, this is NC State's playing well, but Georgia Tech's going to figure it out. They're going to figure it out. They didn't figure it out.
Oh,
so this
man.
one, I mean, it was cool to see an upset, but this one was cruel to my wallet.
Well, that was the week that was. Unless you have any other games that you watched. Again, I didn't get to watch many because fuck Disney.
North Texas Navy was a little bit of a letdown. We talked about that big number last week. North Texas did their part putting up points, but Navy just couldn't keep up. So
I think Navy had turnover issues in this game, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And they were like down early or whatever. But yeah, you're right. Also we forgot. Kentucky 10, Auburn 3.
Yeah.
We told you this is a coach firing bowl. If Auburn loses, they're going to get rid of their coach. Hugh Freeze has been fired.
Yep.
Putting up 3 points against winless in the SEC Auburn or Kentucky, that'll do it.
I think that'll do it. Did you hear that like a lot of people found out that he was fired not from any news breaking, but because he had a standing tee time at a golf course for I think it was every Thursday, and it was canceled. So they were like, "That's not like him. Something's wrong here. He's gone."
I think also there was people doing sleuthing around, and there was like an invite list for like a weekly meeting. I don't know if it was like a board of trustees or like football donors or whatever, but it might have been like his wife or something was off the invite list Sunday morning. People were like, oh, something's going on there.
That's so funny how just your average SEC fan can turn into an FBI detective in
like that.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any thoughts on before we go into the watch board for the bye week? Pitt winning 74-59 over Youngstown State in hoops.
Probably should have won by more.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I mean, listen, I didn't watch this game because again, YouTube TV not letting me watch it. I'm just gonna say this. They were like, I think they're only up 6 going into half. You win by 15. Jeff Capel, why is Cam Corn your leading scorer with 23 points? I mean, sure, great. He can play offense, but Cam Corn can't play defense, and he's our guy?
Yeah. Hey, it's early. They'll figure some stuff out. We didn't lose to a Division II team, so
Youngstown State's not Division
that's a
II.
win.
They're D1.
No. The Boise State lost to Hawaii Pacific University
right.
on Tuesday, who was a Division II school. So we won this game. Even if we would have lost it, we could have just buried it under that rug because that's crazy. John Rothstein, who's the bracketology guy? Joe Lenardi. That's your Mountain West. That's the Mountain West you suck off every year. So just remember this come April, late April.
When they're like the Mountain West, a deep league, and it's like, you guys lost to a D2 team. Yeah, that's crazy, guys. Real quick, also, before I want to mention, I think on the solo show that I did a couple weeks ago when you guys are out, mentioned that Liv Babcock set a school record for the most amount of kills in a match with 41. Against UNC this weekend, she beat it again. She beat her own record 2 weeks later with 45. It's a wagon. I think they're up to number 3 ranked in the country right now. It's a wagon. Tournament's coming up. They look great. Awesome.
She had 45 kills.
45 kills over 5 sets, yeah.
Jesus, it's crazy.
It's one thing to be like, already crazy. And then you think about, she just broke her own record she just set.
Yeah. Barry Bonds type shit.
Shit, dude. We should make a shirt, and it's just Olivia Babcock's face, and it's just the Barry Bonds of volleyball.
Oh, yeah.
Just under it.
That would do numbers.
That would do numbers. All right. Looking ahead, week 11. I had to go check. I always lose track of which week it is at this point in the season. Starting on Friday night, we do have a group of 5 banger alert game. Tulane at Memphis. Oh, I forgot to mention this. I wanted to mention this. Tulane lost last week to UTSA. UTSA has not lost a home conference game under their current coach. He's 22-0.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really impressive.
Right? Well, thankfully, Tulane's not playing at UTSA 2 weeks in a row. This is part of the G5 AAC playoff race. Memphis 3.5-point home favorite. I would tend to probably go with Memphis here. I just think that Tulane is kind of coming undone here. Because they got whooped up by UTSA last week, like 40-something to 20-something.
Yeah. I think, home field. I don't know a ton about Tulane, but when I've watched Memphis, they've looked really, really good. So
I always like the Memphis logo. I like the tiger on that. That's just a sidebar, but I like their logo.
It is. This is a really good logo matchup, actually. The green wave and the tiger. It's a good one.
I wonder if Tulane is doing their baby blue
Blues
jerseys. Let's see. Do they have a uniform post somewhere here? Okay, I scrolled a bunch of times. I didn't see anything. Okay, we're going to move on. Saturday, 12 noon on Fox. Indiana at Penn State. That's a body bag game. I just want to point that out. That's a body bag game. That is shot Schadenfreude. I don't know how to say that word. You know what I mean. It's you're watching Penn
It's
State.
this is the game that's gonna you might see some quit out of Penn State. That's all I'm saying.
I was looking at their schedule today. They might backdoor their way into the GoDaddy Shake That Ass Bowl because their last three are Rutgers, Michigan State, and then Nebraska, who lost Raiola to a season-ending injury. So I don't know, but they could quit. Actually, they will quit. They will quit in this game. I'm going to guarantee that. Indiana's going to hang 54 on them or something.
Yeah, it's like as soft as that back half of that schedule is, like going just the path they've been on, getting clobbered by Ohio State, likely getting clobbered by Indiana in their home stadium. That's gonna hurt a little bit. So
yeah, Indiana is a 14.5-point road favorite in Happy Valley. I would love to know the last time that somebody was a 14.5-point road favorite in State College.
dude, let alone Indiana. You know what I mean?
I would venture a guess that Indiana has never been a 14.5-point favorite on the road in State College. If I just had to guess.
This is probably yeah.
Also on ABC, interesting they got this game. This is the BYU at Texas Tech. Texas Tech's a 10.5-point home favorite. I'm not sure about that one because BYU is undefeated and they are a team that always talk about a horseshoe team. They always find ways to win games. I get that it's away, but I don't know if I like that big of a line for a BYU team that seems to know how to win.
Yeah, I think that for me, I don't think I'm going out on a huge limb saying this, but that's the game of the week, in my opinion.
Probably. I'm kind of thumbing through the schedule here. Oh yeah. There are some games that were supposed to be really good this week. We'll get to them later in the night slot that are bad games now. Also, I guess Colorado, West Virginia is I think the last winnable game on West Virginia's schedule. So you can get to 4 here, boys. Let's see you get to 4. Ohio State's gonna kill Purdue. I have no interest in that. Oh, dude. They're already starting with the SoCon Saturday shit with the Citadel and Ole Miss. That sucks. That sucks. Okay, actually, there is, I think, another contender for game of the week. It's CBS 3:30, Oregon at Iowa. This is a who's real game. Oregon 7-1, Iowa 6-2. Winner here is real and is probably looking at being that number 3 team in the Big Ten. Loser is 4th or worse,
Yeah. Iowa at home, man. That's a tough place to play.
Yeah. Is Dante Moore healthy? I know he got hurt in the Wisconsin game a couple weeks ago.
I'm not sure.
We'll find out. We're not an Oregon podcast.
Yeah. That's a find out when you turn the game on type of question.
Oh yeah. Also, I guess you have Texas A&M at Missouri. Missouri is down Bo Pribula. A lot of shines come off this one, even though Missouri is ranked. Syracuse at Miami. Would be really funny if Miami also lost this one, but I don't know if they're going to do that. If they lost this one with the lacrosse playing quarterback, 28.5-point home favorite.
This is a get right game. This is a Miami just lost. They're about to win by about 40 points, I think.
This is a take your frustrations out game.
Yes, correct. Yep.
Scrolling through everything else here. That game sucks. Wake Forest, Virginia. I'm looking at. I've got an eye open on that one just because Wake Forest has been a feisty team. They bring every team they play into these slot fests. Virginia likes playing close with other teams. Could this be the week that Virginia falls out of that unbeaten tier in the ACC? Could be.
Is Wake Forest still running the slow mesh these days?
No, that coach retired. They have
Okay.
they run like regular spread stuff. They have I think Robbie Ashford's their quarterback. Remember him from Auburn and South Carolina, and they have the coach who was at Wazoo with like Cam Ward and Mateer before Mateer moved to Oklahoma. Jake Dickert.
I feel like it's been forever since we played Wake Forest, but did we play them last year?
It was 2023. It was the Christian Mayer slides in the spot is short game.
Yep.
Right before getting pantsed at home by Florida State.
Yep. Okay.
I saw the hurt in your face. I just unlocked that memory. You
did.
buried that one.
I did. As soon as you said Christian Mayer, I was like, wait, yep, that happened.
All right, real quick, I'm just gonna round out the night slate because it's not great. We talked about games that would have been good. Florida State at Clemson, LSU at Alabama. A lot of those teams did not hold up their end of the bargain. No, thank you. Although interim LSU beating Alabama would be funny. I don't think that's going to happen, though. Navy at Notre Dame. I don't think that Navy stands a chance. They didn't play well against North Texas. Notre Dame is a much better team than that.
Quick question for you for Florida, FSU, Clemson. Is that a coach firing game?
That's a good question. All right, I'm gonna propose something to you. Clemson is 3-4, or 3-5. Clemson
has
at
home.
Well, that's what I'm gonna say. Clemson. This is their last Power 5 Power 4 home game of the year. Their only win at home this year is against Troy. If they lose against Florida State this week, they will be winless in conference play at home.
That's the boosters are going to home games. They don't always go to away games. They would, I imagine, like to see their team win at home, especially with an atmosphere like that. That would be. I think I'm rooting for Florida State in this one, just for that storyline.
Especially with like Florida State and how they're just documented cannot win games in the ACC. If they drop this one, that could probably push them over the edge, right? Clemson's got them left. They're going to Louisville next week, and then they got SoCon and then South Carolina to end the year, which that's a mid off. But
yeah,
does Clemson miss a bowl?
They definitely could. Both of these teams have the possibility of it.
Clemson's 3-5, so they'd have to win 2 of Florida State, Louisville, and South Carolina, which is doable. I think they can get Florida State and South Carolina. Florida State needs to get 2 of Clemson, VT, NC State, and Florida. It would be so awesome. It would be so awesome if the 2 teams who were like suing the conference both missed a bowl. That would be so good, man.
We got to get more teams like Cal and Virginia in here, man. The real football schools.
Virginia was hiding in plain sight. They were just biding their time.
Yeah.
All right, here. Let's finish out with the Christmas game of the week. San Diego State, 7-1 in the Mountain West, going to Hawaii, 6-3. Hawaii is running that run and shoot, and San Diego State has an absolutely awesome defense. It's going to be fun. It's on at 11 o'clock at night. It's a substance abuse game. Just wanted to shout it out. Christmas, you going red or green?
You're never, ever going to catch me betting against Hawaii on the island. Give me the Rainbow Warriors.
Give me the Aztecs. I got to go against you just for the bit.
Listen,
right.
It might not. Even if I don't think Hawaii's going to win, I'm sure as hell I'm not going to bet against them. That's all I'm saying.
I totally agree. All right, that's going to do it for us tonight. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Simplify. I've been your host, Zach Kaminsky. Follow us on Twitter at Simple5Pod. Follow the podcast, rate it 5 stars. And with that, we'll see you next week with a very special guest joining us for our Notre Dame preview.
Hail to Pitt.